Welcome back to Lakers News Fan Report, where we bring you the latest and most exciting sports news every single day. All right, Lakers Nation, I hope you're ready to talk about one of the most intense and intriguing games of the season, because what went down in Game 2 was nothing short of fascinating. After a tough Game 1, with fans and analysts alike wondering if the Lakers would get swept, they came back in Game 2 with a completely different mindset and energy. They flipped the script, and now we're left with more questions than answers. Could this be the turning point for the Lakers? Will they be able to keep up this level of play moving forward? What does this mean for the series as a whole? Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of what Game 2 really means for this team. The first thing that stands out is the defense. If you watched Game 1, you know how badly the Lakers struggled to contain Minnesota. The Timberwolves were scoring at will, and the Lakers just couldn't keep up. But in Game 2, a completely different story. The Lakers clamped down on defense and shut the Timberwolves down to a mere 85 points. That's right, 85 points. In today's NBA, that's almost unheard of, especially in the postseason. Minnesota shot only 38% from the field and 20% from beyond the arc. When you compare that to their performance in Game 1, where they hit 21 three-pointers, it's a massive difference, 16 fewer three-pointers. Think about that for a second. That's a game-changing swing. Could this be a glimpse into the defensive dominance that the Lakers are capable of? Was Game 1 just an anomaly, or have they figured out how to handle Minnesota's offense? There's no doubt in my mind that the Lakers' defense was the key factor in this game. They came out with a sense of urgency from the very first minute, something that was noticeably missing in Game 1. The effort was on another level, communicating on defense, rotating properly, and closing out on shooters with authority. It wasn't just about individual defense either. It was about team defense. The Lakers made sure that everyone was locked in, from the stars to the role players. And here's the thing. When you combine that level of defense with the offensive talent the Lakers possess, it's a scary combination. But it wasn't just Minnesota's shooting that was affected. Their entire rhythm was thrown off. The Lakers forced the Timberwolves into bad shots, and that led to frustration. Players like Naz Reid and Donte DiVincenzo found themselves in foul trouble early on, and that was no accident. It was a result of the Lakers' aggressive defense, which forced Minnesota into playing more recklessly. By halftime, both Reid and DiVincenzo had picked up 3 fouls each, and key players like Julius Randle and Jaden Ivey were also in foul trouble. This not only limited Minnesota's offensive flow, but also made them hesitant and out of sync. Could this be a sign that the Timberwolves, despite their talent, are starting to crack under the pressure of the Lakers' defense? Time will tell, but if the Lakers can maintain this level of defensive intensity, the Timberwolves are going to have a very tough time keeping up. Now let's talk about the stars. Luka Doncic continues to be a force of nature. He was exceptional in Game 2, scoring 22 points in the first half alone, shooting 6 of 10 from the field and 2 of 5 from 3. No matter what Minnesota tried, they simply couldn't contain Luka. Rudy Gobert, who was supposed to be the defensive anchor for the Timberwolves, had no answer for him. Luka was making plays both as a scorer and as a facilitator, and his ability to control the game was evident. What's even more impressive is that Luka wasn't alone in this game. His teammates really stepped up, and that's something we haven't seen enough of this season. LeBron James had a much-needed bounce-back performance. After a somewhat quiet Game 1, LeBron came out firing in Game 2, finishing with 21 points, 11 rebounds, and 7 assists. What stood out about his performance wasn't just the stats, it was his leadership. LeBron played with an edge, and it showed in the way he attacked the basket and made critical plays on both ends of the floor. The moment that really got the crowd buzzing was his steal in the fourth quarter, which stopped Minnesota's momentum dead in its tracks. With the Timberwolves cutting the lead to just 9, LeBron's ability to make that clutch play and shut down the opposition was exactly what the Lakers needed to close out the game. If LeBron keeps playing at this level, the Lakers will be a very tough team to beat. And then there's Austin Reaves, who continues to prove that he belongs on the big stage. Reaves put up 16 points, shooting 7 of 14 from the field, and although he didn't make a three-pointer, he was extremely efficient in other areas of the game. His ability to attack the rim, create opportunities for others, and take on the defensive challenge of guarding Anthony Edwards was huge. But what I loved the most about Reaves' performance was his defensive effort. He picked up 2 charges in critical moments and really made a difference on that side of the ball. Could Reeves be the breakout player of this series for the Lakers? Fans are certainly hoping so, and if he continues to play like this, it could be the spark the Lakers need to take them all the way. The bench was also a huge factor in this game. Dorian Finney-Smith, Gabe Vincent, and Rui Hachimura all played solid minutes and contributed in different ways. Dorian didn't fill up the box score with points, but he was a defensive nuisance for Minnesota, playing multiple positions and securing 5 key rebounds. Gabe Vincent knocked down 2 crucial threes and was active on defense, while Rui Hachimura added 11 points and played tough defense despite a facial injury. These guys are playing like they have a chip on their shoulder, and that's exactly the kind of energy the Lakers need as they move deeper into the playoffs. So, where does that leave us now? Heading into Game 3 in Minnesota, the Lakers have regained momentum. But the Timberwolves are not a team to be taken lightly. Luka himself said that the energy in Minnesota's arena will be very high, and that the Lakers need to stay composed no matter what happens. It's going to be a war. But the question remains, can the Lakers keep up this level of intensity on the road? Can they maintain this defensive pressure and get key performances from their stars and role players? The Timberwolves' offense, which had been so fluid in Game 1, suddenly seemed out of sorts. They looked rushed, hesitant, and forced into tough shots. The Lakers' defensive rotations were nearly flawless, and they forced Minnesota into situations where they couldn't create quality looks. It's clear that the Lakers have figured out a way to limit Minnesota's offensive explosion, but can they sustain this kind of defensive effort throughout the series? Another key element of the Lakers' success was their ability to create turnovers and convert them into points. They didn't just stop Minnesota's offense, they capitalized on those stops. This aggressive defense led to fast breaks and easy scoring opportunities, and it shifted the momentum completely. The Timberwolves' inability to adjust to this pressure was a big reason why they couldn't keep up in Game 2. A major standout for the Lakers was their ability to defend without fouling. One of the main criticisms of their defense earlier in the season was the tendency to put opponents on the free throw line. But in Game 2, the Lakers played smart, physical defense without giving Minnesota easy points at the charity stripe. This disciplined approach not only kept Minnesota from scoring, but also kept key players out of foul trouble, allowing the Lakers to maintain defensive pressure for longer stretches. Looking ahead to Game 3, the Lakers must be aware that Minnesota will come out with a vengeance. The Timberwolves are a talented team, and their pride will be on the line. The Lakers can't afford to rest on their laurels. They'll need to replicate the defensive intensity from Game 2 while making sure their offense stays efficient. If they let up for even a second, the Timberwolves have the firepower to take over. One of the most encouraging aspects of Game 2 was the play of LeBron James. He showed why he's still one of the best in the league, and his leadership was evident in the way he led the Lakers in critical moments. His steal late in the fourth quarter was the defining play of the game, and it came at just the right time to prevent any late-game drama. If LeBron continues to perform at this level, the Lakers will be a tough out for anyone in the postseason. Austin Reeves has become one of the most reliable players for the Lakers. His defense on Anthony Edwards was exceptional, and he showed his versatility by making plays on both ends of the floor. He's proving that he's not just a role player but a legitimate contributor who can be counted on in high-stakes situations. His fearlessness in taking on difficult assignments is exactly what the Lakers need in the postseason. In addition to Reeves, the Lakers' bench stepped up in a big way. Rui Hachimura, Gabe Vincent, and Dorian Finney-Smith all contributed in ways that went beyond the box score. Hachimura's scoring was huge, Vincent's defense and shooting were timely, and Finney-Smith's hustle made a real difference. This kind of depth is what will help the Lakers sustain success throughout the playoffs. The Lakers' ability to adjust after Game 1 shows their growth as a team. It was evident that they had learned from their mistakes and came out with a focused and determined mindset. This kind of adaptability is crucial in the playoffs, where every game presents new challenges. The Lakers' ability to pivot and adjust after a loss speaks to their potential for a deep postseason run. It's also worth noting that the Lakers' offensive flow was much smoother in Game 2. While their defense was outstanding, they were also able to execute efficiently on offense. Luka Doncic was a constant threat, LeBron played like a true leader, and the supporting cast stepped up in crucial moments. The balance between offense and defense is what made Game 2 so dominant for the Lakers. The Timberwolves have their own set of challenges heading into Game 3. While they'll likely make adjustments, they'll have to contend with the Lakers' heightened defensive pressure. If Minnesota can't find a way to break through that wall, they'll struggle to stay in the series. The Lakers' defensive effort in Game 2 exposed some weaknesses that the Timberwolves will need to address quickly. Another intriguing element is the chemistry between the Lakers' stars. Luka Doncic and LeBron James both delivered standout performances, but what really stood out was how they fed off each other. Their communication on both sides of the ball allowed them to maximize their individual talents while playing seamlessly as a unit. This kind of synergy will be crucial as the series moves forward. One key area for improvement for the Lakers, though, is their three-point shooting. While they defended the three-point line well in Game 2, they'll need to be more consistent from beyond the arc themselves. The Timberwolves have shown that they can get hot from three-point range, so the Lakers will need to counteract that with some perimeter shooting of their own. The Lakers' upcoming road game in Minnesota will be a true test. Playing on the road in the playoffs is always challenging, especially in a hostile environment like the Timberwolves' home court. The Lakers must maintain their composure and continue playing with the same intensity and focus that they brought in Game 2. This will be a tough test to their mental toughness and resilience. One player who is still flying under the radar, but is crucial for the Lakers' success, is Dorian Finney-Smith. His ability to guard multiple positions and disrupt passing lanes is incredibly valuable. While he doesn't always fill up the stat sheet, his contributions on the defensive end allow the Lakers to lock down opposing offenses, giving the team a significant advantage. The Lakers have been a great example of a team that thrives on balance. In Game 2, no one player was expected to carry the load for the entire game. While LeBron James and Luka Doncic were outstanding, the contributions from players like Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura show that the Lakers are capable of scoring from multiple sources. This team approach makes them harder to defend, especially as the games get more intense. Another key factor in Game 2 was the Lakers' ability to limit Minnesota's second-chance opportunities. In Game 1, the Timberwolves were able to grab crucial offensive rebounds, leading to extra possessions. In Game 2, however, the Lakers made a concerted effort to box out and limit Minnesota's rebounding opportunities. This shift in approach helped the Lakers gain more control of the game, prevent the Timberwolves from getting easy buckets off missed shots. While the defense was excellent, the Lakers' ability to execute in the half-court offense also deserves recognition. In the playoffs, every possession matters, and the Lakers showed they can run effective sets when necessary. Luka's ability to create for both himself and his teammates, combined with LeBron's leadership and playmaking, gives the Lakers a potent offensive attack that can be relied upon in tight games. As much as Game 2 was a victory for the Lakers, it's important not to get too carried away. The Timberwolves are still a formidable opponent, and the Lakers will need to avoid getting complacent. Game 3 will be a true test of how well the Lakers can adjust to playing in a hostile environment. If they're able to maintain their defensive intensity and execute their offense, they could continue to build on this momentum. LeBron James, at 40 years old, continues to defy the odds. His ability to play at a high level, especially in the postseason, is remarkable. In Game 2, he showed why he's still one of the best players in the league, even with the physical toll of years in the NBA. If LeBron can continue playing at this level, it makes the Lakers a legitimate contender in the playoffs. One of the biggest challenges facing the Lakers going into Game 3 will be dealing with Minnesota's home crowd. The energy in the arena will be high, and the Timberwolves will feed off that. The Lakers will need to stay focused and not let the noise or momentum sway them. They have the experience and mental toughness to handle the pressure, but it will be important for them to stay composed throughout the game. The coaching staff deserves a lot of credit for the adjustments they made after Game 1. The Lakers came out with a renewed sense of purpose in Game 2, and that was a direct result of the coaching staff's game planning. From the defensive strategy to the offensive execution, the Lakers were well prepared. If the coaching staff can continue to make the right adjustments as the series progresses, the Lakers will be in a strong position to succeed. There's no denying the impact of Luka Doncic in Game 2. He was dominant, scoring with ease and facilitating for his teammates. His performance was a testament to why he's one of the top players in the league today. If Luka continues to play at this high level, the Lakers will have a tough time containing him. But the real question is whether the Timberwolves can get enough contributions from the rest of their team to support him. But what do you think about all of this? I can't wait to read your thoughts in the comments below. For me, I'm cautiously optimistic. This Lakers team has shown what they're capable of when they play with energy and focus, but they can't afford to let up. Minnesota will be looking to bounce back, and if the Lakers want to make a deep run, they'll need to carry this defensive intensity with them on the road. If you enjoyed this video, Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Lakers News Fan Report, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. We'll see you next time, Lakers Nation.